What's going on, guys? So I'm actually taking you guys on a little adventure today, which I'm pretty stoked. It's Milky Way season, and if you don't know what that is, basically the Milky Way is in like the best position to go shoot astrophotography. I love shooting astrophotography. I'm not good at it or anything like that. It's just a hobby I like to do. I like to go out, shoot stars, hang out in nature, all that stuff. So we're driving up to Mammoth today. My buddy works at a campground out there, so we're gonna go get a camp spot just for the night. It's about a 3-hour drive. We're gonna stay up there, just shoot astro all night, and then come home tomorrow morning. I'm taking you guys along with me, so let's go. All right, guys, so we're making a little pit stop right now. We're in Lone Pine, gonna get some food. I want to show you this cool little view, actually. Oh, let me fix that real quick, okay. So, Lone Pine, if you're not familiar, there's like Alabama Hills is right there. I love Alabama Hills. And one of the cool things is you get Mount Whitney. So I'm gonna show you a little sneak peek of Mount Whitney, which is right over here. All right, so way over in the distance, this little tip right here is actually the Sierra Nevadas, and that is the tip of Mount Whitney right there. So yeah, pretty cool. It's actually a really cool view. When we were driving by, I wanted to take some photos. I might stop and do a couple pictures, but we're trying to get up to the campsite before it's dark, so we're gonna grab some food, and that's it. So let's go. All right, so we're gonna load up on some gas and get back on the road. All right, so we're doing this trip to go shoot some astrophotography. The only thing that worries me right now is there's like a buttload of clouds out. Like, I don't know if you could see, we'll put it in this next shot right here, but there's just literally tons of clouds out right now. They look epic. It would probably be some cool photos, but for astrophotography, you definitely don't want clouds. However, I did check the weather. I mean, we're about an hour out from where we're going. I checked the weather there. It doesn't say that there's clouds. It says it's perfectly clear. So fingers crossed, the weather app is correct and it's not cloudy out there, and these clouds either stay here or move. But we'll find out, because if not, then this whole trip was a bust, because we're not staying tomorrow night. Tonight's the new moon. And yeah, so I guess we'll just kind of find out when we get there. Nonetheless, you guys get a vlog, and we'll see what happens. All right, so we made it so far. We're at Convict Lake. We're gonna do a little bit of fishing, and then go to the campsite, set up our bed, all that stuff, get that all ready. Probably won't start shooting astro till probably around like 10. I don't know, I have to plan it out, look at everything, but go from there. All right, so this is my buddy Ryan, amazing photographer as well. He's gonna be shooting astro with us tonight, so yeah, excited for that. But like I said, we're gonna go fishing first, so let's go do that. All right, we made it. We're here. We're in town. This is my buddy's. What is this called? Fifth wheel. Fifth wheel. We got our bed set up, which I just filmed the entire thing in time-lapse mode and screwed it up. So I'm gonna do it over again. But yeah, we're gonna go to town. We're gonna get some dinner, and then we're gonna go shoot some astro. All right, we just finished dinner. That was delicious. Now let's go shoot some astrophotography. All right, what's going on, guys? So we made it out here to Hot Creek, and we're gonna start shooting right now. Perfect conditions, and I'm gonna set up a time lapse with this camera, and then start shooting with the Canon R6 Mark II. Hey, what's going on? So it's Studio Dave here in the studio, and this is pretty much actually where the vlog ends, and this is kind of what the video is almost really about. is that this vlog wasn't perfect. I had my son come out with me, went on a little camping trip. We wanted to make content out of it, so he filmed most of the stuff that you saw that I was driving through, and a lot of the footage was blown out, too shaky, and unusable, but I was able to recover some of it. I was able to fix some of the storyline of the vlog and make things work. It definitely wasn't a perfect day. It was totally last minute. It was something that I wanted to go out and do. I've been dying to go out and shoot some astrophotography for a while, and if you guys didn't know, I bought a Canon R6 Mark II because my Sony a7R5 took a crap on me. The screen went out, so I sold it to somebody. They were totally aware of what was wrong with it. I did not scam them in any way. Just wanted to put that out there. But yeah, I sold the camera and I wanted to get the R6 Mark II. I have the Sony a7 IV and the a7C Mark II. So I wanted to use the Canon specifically just for astrophotography and just to play around with it and see if it was something that I can maybe either put into my workflow or just test another camera that I haven't used in a while. So that's where I went wrong. I brought this camera out. Obviously, there are a lot of things with the Canon system that are great. The colors, the ability to shoot double exposure, and that was one thing that really drew me to the R6 Mark II or just the Canon ecosystem, was the ability to be able to shoot double exposure. I went out, I shot Astro, and when we pulled up to this spot, there was already 2 guys in this spot, and they were already giving us attitude right when we pulled up because somebody was running a time lapse. We had no idea. The guy's screaming at us to turn the lights off. I wish I should have filmed it, but unfortunately we didn't. We got in our position, we set up. I'm still trying to figure out the camera. I'm trying to figure out how to focus, magnify. I know the Sony systems, like literally by the back of my hand. I can actually reach behind this camera right now and change settings, change buttons if I wanted to, because I know exactly where the buttons are. I know where the play button is. I know where the function button is, just from muscle memory. And I didn't know the Canon like that. And when you're shooting astrophotography, it's typically in pure darkness. Like you don't have any light going on. I didn't have a red lamp. I just had a regular lamp, so I didn't want my eyes to kind of readjust to, you know, from going from bright to dark, all that kind of thing that goes on when you shoot astro. We only were there for 30 minutes and I got no shots, like nothing. Actually, the time lapse that I posted right before this wasn't even perfect. That was shot in the a7C Mark II, and I didn't have the focus down. I didn't run it long enough, but that's where we're coming back full circle, right? It's so important to just make content and put it out there. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be polished. Just put the content out there. I still feel like this was an entertaining vlog, and if you agree, leave a comment down below and let me know. But it was fun, and I've been sitting on this content for a while, figuring out how can I use this? How can I post this content and still make it make sense? Well, the next day, I went out and took these photos. These are the only photos I got from shooting astro. I still went out with the R6 because I wanted to kind of redeem myself from using it the next day. So I went out and played with the double exposure feature. I got this image right here. But anyways, I'm rambling. Thanks for watching this video. If you made it to the end, make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Let's see you in the next one. Peace.